Or did you steal that garment from a child? Dylan! Don't eat my nose!
Here, wipe it with this.
Down the sink?
Yes, and if it's frozen over, we can walk across to Devon for a cream tea.
That's silly.
Know what I got for Christmas? Red BS8 bike with a 3-speed gear.
You never!
Get away. Boasting again. All you got is that yellow balaclava with a purple bobble on top.
Alright, smart Alex, you'll see.
You'd have brought it out if you had.
And this can hardly stand up, leave alone ride a bike. Just wait and see, that's all.
Look at the footprints we're leaving. Deep as wells.
I bet people will think they've been hippos.
What would you do if you saw a hippo coming down Terrace Road?
I go like this. Bang! I throw him over the railing and roll him down the hill. Then I tickle him under his ear and he'd wag his tail.
What would you do if you saw 2 hippos? There aren't any hippos in Swansea.
I don't want to boast, but my father's the richest man in Swansea.
Well, my father's the richest man in Wales.
But my father owns the world.
My grandfather used to be a guard on the railways.
Really and truly?
God's honor, bite out my tongue and spit it down the lab. My grandfather was a railway guard.
Wow, a railway guard. Okay, Dylan, you win. But one day we'll all be famous.
Famous railway guards?
Famous gangsters, Scarface Evans.
Babyface Dylan.
Well, we better learn to walk like gangsters then.
Well, how'd they walk?
Glancing from side to side with looks of ice. And they swagger. Swagger a bit, Jack.
Your idea was swagger yourself.
Swagger.
Not me.
Alright then, watch me. Watch how I swagger. Follow me, men.
Hello. What you boys up to then?
Going down the seashore. Taking our little cousins for a walk.
Oh yes? Very proper. Very tidy. Had a good Christmas?
Not bad.
Not bad, eh? Got any good presents?
I got a bicycle. 3-speed
You
BSA.
don't say! You got a license for that bike?
License?
Sure. Like you got a dog, you need a dog license. Same with a bike.
That's not true.
Are you trying to tell
She
me?
didn't mean it, sir. It was just a joke.
Oh! Well, don't let me catch you riding your bike without a license. Happy Christmas, all.
Merry Christmas, Constable Lloyd Jones. He lived like a rat, so I shut him down like a rat.
Easy to be cheeky behind Bobby's back.
Glenda Jones, you have the face of a ferret and the heart of a black widow spider.
Dylan Thomas, you're all tongue and no teeth. Dylan Thomas is a fool, thinks he's very clever, but he's bottom of the school, gets the worst marks ever.
To the sea.
Yeah!
And so we slipped and squabbled and crunched and punched our way down the sloping streets, down through the icicle-hung arch of the famous Mumbles Railway, which happens to be the oldest passenger railway in the world. And then we climbed the humped sand dunes of the Burrows, treading on the buried, snow-covered grass like ghosts on dried toast. And then we spread our wings and flew down the far side of the dunes towards the white, wide seashore.
Great lumps of sea.
Like there's a great big house and somebody broke it up in ice bricks.
Like someone tried to make a jigsaw puzzle out of ice. Like it's been hailing frozen biscuit boxes.
Like the river was a glacier and these are its icebergs.
Here, I got a good stone. Flat and round.
I'd love to see just one big iceberg.
Yeah, and sail away on it with only a polar bear for company.
A great peaked iceberg with cliffs of white and emerald.
No, flat on top with 9/10 of it hidden underwater.
And we could dig down to the 9/10 with ice axes and build a huge ice cavern.
Ice cavern hundreds of yards wide.
And we could play billiards with penguin eggs.
Stupid puzzles. Look, I made a snow pie.
Snow pie? What's it taste like?
Well, snow pie.
Can the fishes see it snowing?
They think it's just the sky falling down.
What you doing, Morgan?
Breaking this ice on the rock pool to let the shrimp scream.
It's It's all jewels, Morgan. Look, a whole world filled with jewels.
I got a little crab white and dreamy. Let's have a look. Let's take him back and drop him down someone's neck.
Got nothing to keep them in.
Here, use this.
If only we had a big catapult.
A catapult? What for?
We could take those big chunks of ice and bombard the town hill, boys.
Hey, yeah, we baby scared.
Big chunks of ice coming out of the sky. Whoosh!
Hey, ma'am, it's hailing bricks.
Hey, look, the train.
Hey, I know what we can do with Glenda.
What's that, Mud?
Tie her across the railway lines. Train comes along.
Stupid boys. Tie her up, man. Trains are coming.
Out of one rail, feet over the other.
Scatter, man. Trains are coming. Choo-choo. Train's nearly on her. Drivers, peer out.
Through the freezing fog, can't see a thing.
When suddenly, a dark figure on horseback sweeps down through the fog with a knife between his teeth. Slash! Slash at the ropes, and she's swept up across the saddle bow. The horse rears and the train thunders past. Then in a single leap it clears the dunes and sails like the wind towards the safety of Oystermouth Castle.
Thank you so much for saving my life, Jack.
Wasn't Jack, it was the Oystermouth ogre on that horse.
So you're being eaten alive this very moment.
What an exciting life I lead.
I'm on a train. I went to Bristol.
Did you ever come back?
Boys, 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 making too much noise. Boasting in the morning and boasting in the night. Girls, 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 precious as pearls. Cleverer and smarter, always at the top. Apologize to Brenda, or I'll feed your eyeballs to the seagulls.
Stupid girls! You! I'm gonna crease you, Glenda!
Apologize, Jim, for Pete's sake. She's dangerous.
Alright. Sorry.
Say, I'm sorry, Brenda. Please spit my face.
I'm sorry, Brenda. Please spit in my face.
I don't want to.
Come on, Brenda!
Spit on yourself, Glenda.
Jack off station proper!
Wait for me!
Ice down her back, that'll teach the tubes in.
Once I dropped a big blob of ice cream down my Aunt Ellery's bathing dress by mistake, on purpose.
You didn't, front or back.
Never you mind.
Then what did she do?
Squealed a bit and laughed a lot, and oh, it was a hot, hot, hot salty day.
Funny the way how in winter you can never remember what it was like in summer.
I can.
I can remember the smells. Sea and seaweed, wet flesh, wet hair, wet bathing dresses. The warm smell like a rabbity field after rain. The smell of sweet lemon pop and salty sunshades and sandy toffee. And hot, tossed, tumbled, dug and trodden sand. The smell of vinegar on shelled cockles. And of ships from the Sunday's docks round the corner of the sandhills. And the smell of the known and paddled sea full of drowned sailors and herrings. And the coal and gunpowder smoke of the Mumbles train.
Dylan, when you dropped the ice cream down your Aunt Ellery, was it strawberry or vanilla?
It was vanilla.
You're soft on her, aren't you? She is very nice, but she gets very sad looking sometimes.
I know. She wears 2 poppies on Armistice Day because she lost her 2 brothers in the Great War. I told her once, when I go to war, I'm going to find them for you.
Yes, I remember about a group of grown-ups talking about how an uncle never came back from the front. So I went to the front garden to look for him. Just look at that sun going down.
Like an orange.
Like a tomato!
Like a goldfish bowl sitting on a sandbank.
As I sat on a sandy bank, a sandy bank, a sandy bank. As I sat on a sandy bank on Christmas Day in the morning.
I saw 3 ships come sailing by, come sailing by, come sailing by. I saw 3 ships come sailing by on Christmas Day in the morning. And who should be with these 3 ships, with these 3 ships, with these 3 ships?
And who should be with these 3 ships but Joseph and our fair
did carol and they did sing, and all the bells on earth did ring, for joy that now was born a king on Christmas Day in the morning. I don't suppose anyone in the whole history of the world has ever had such an ugly best friend as me.
Yes, they have.
Who?
Me. But I better vanish, or I'll miss the Christmas cake.
Come round after? See my bike?
Hello. You got a license for that bike, young man?
So I climbed back up the desolate, poor, sea-facing streets, where only a few children fumbled with bare red fingers in the thick, wheel-rutted snow and catcalled after me, their voices fading away as I climbed upwards into the cries of the dockbirds and the hooters of ships out in the white and whirling bay. At tea, the recovered uncles were jolly. The iced cake loomed in the center of the table like a marbled grave, and Auntie Nellie laced her tea with rum because it was only once a year. Everyone smiled and nodded and muttered how good the cake was, though they were only eating it out of politeness and actually picked at it crumb by crumb like starving Chinamen trying to make a little rice go a long way. And cups balanced on saucers and saucers balanced on knees wobbled a little for lack of practice from the long year of days that were not Christmas Day. And after tea, the best was yet to come. Oh, bring out the tall tales now that we told by the gaslight while the fire crackled. Ghosts wooed like owls in the long nights when I dared not look over my shoulder for fear of seeing what might come out of the cubbyhole under the stairs where the gas meter ticked. And I loved my fear and was safe in the thrill of it and wanted more of it and more.
Ghost stories! We want ghost stories!
Oh no, those stories scare me. Belt up, Brenda. I want ghost stories too.
You're always good for a shiver, DJ. Why don't you start?
All right, here's a short, sharp one. You all know the old rectory at Rosalie? Well, I'll tell you, and this is true. Any time of the day or night, walking about the corridors of that dismal house, you can suddenly find yourself stepping into a pool of cold air. Just as you notice it, you'll hear a low voice in your ear saying, "Why don't you turn around and look at me?" Of course, no one has ever dared to turn.
I would.
I bet you wouldn't, Dylan, and nor would I. I wouldn't even dare go in there.
I wouldn't either, Brenda.
Nor would I. Come on, Nellie, why don't you tell us a story? Don't know any. Oh, tell about our Gran and the falling star. But we never told anyone that.
Go on, then.
All right. Well then. When our mother's mother was a girl, she worked as a housemaid to a rich family. The lady of the house worked her very hard and was always scolding her. One night, our Gran was in her bed in the attic crying her eyes out as usual when she saw a star falling. Well, everybody knows that if you close your eyes and make a wish, and the star is still falling when you open your eyes again, your wish will come true.
Women's tales.
Now, Gwen! Well, our Gran made a wish, and not only was the star still falling when she opened her eyes, it headed straight for her window. Then it came and hovered over the foot of her bed. She started screaming, "There's a star in my room!" Everybody rushed in, but they could see nothing. Last to come in was the lady of the house. "What's all this, little fool? There's a star in my room!" Little liar slap. And the star vanished. Our Gran left that house next morning and walked the 20 miles back to her own home. The same morning the lady of the house took sick, and by nightfall, she was dead.
Is that what your Gran had wished for?
Of course.
That's not very scary.
Oh, it scared our Gran all right. She was talking about it the day she died. She was always afraid the lady's ghost might come and haunt her. One night, she even thought she saw things starting to move.
Never touch.
Are there really things like ghosts?
Oh, it's lots of superstitious nonsense.
I once saw the headless hound at Penparso. 2 o'clock in the morning. I threw a stone at it, and it burst into flames.
Why, Tittier, we've been married nearly 20 years and you never told me that.
You never asked me.
Oh, come now, Bessie. Tibby just made that up this very minute. Oh,
True as I stand here, Nellie, it's a well-known phenomenon.
Oh, definitely, definitely. That would be one of the April dogs. They hunt the souls of the dead through the air.
That's scary.
Not scary enough. Let's have a story about dragons.
If dragons are so scary, why does Wales have one on its flag? To frighten the English, of course. One of these days, we'll let our dragons loose on them. Get rid of them! I was about to make a respectable political statement.
There's nothing respectable about your politics, and Christmas evening is no time for airing them. Why don't you do something useful for a change and tell us a ghost story?
How can I? I don't believe in ghosts.
Any man who doesn't believe in ghosts has no right to call himself a Welshman.
Oh, Tittier, don't do that!
Let's see what he thinks after I've told him the story of poor Daffy Ellis.
oh, please don't. DJ, stop him.
How can I stop him, Fosh, if he's decided?
Come on, Uncle Gwen, tell us.
Well, I was going to. Okay now. Long ago, before they built Clondalkin Drive, this was all farmland and filled with small one-room farm shacks. From here, straightway all the way to Carlisle. Before they even built this very house. In fact, right about here was the home of Daffy Ellis. He lived here alone, couldn't read, of course,